People lined the streets outside the White House Sunday evening, hours after President Biden's announcement, with many expressing their support for his decision.
For me, President Biden was the greatest climate president that we've had, and he delivered an opportunity for us to stop climate change, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
I'm very fond, if that's the right word, of Joe Biden and what he's done. And I would like him to be remembered as a really great president. And I was sort of afraid that his frailty would detract from that.
Biden was already trailing former Republican President Donald Trump in voter opinion surveys before the nationally televised debate last month. His frail and confused appearance sparked fears among congressional Democrats and other influential party leaders that the 81-year-old Biden would not only lose the rematch against his 2020 opponent, but bring down other Democratic candidates in key House and Senate races. Gary Schmidt, a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute Policy Research Group, says Biden's withdrawal may have resurrected his party's chances, but it brings up other challenges as well.
The real question is whether Kamala Harris, who's a liberal Democrat from California, will have electoral strength in places like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, which the Democrats need to win to hold on to the presidency.
Peter Loge, an associate professor of media and public affairs at George Washington University, says Harris is facing another uphill battle with just 4 months to go before the election.
Part of the polling that we're seeing now about Vice President Harris is she's not named Joe Biden, because most people don't know her. She was elected statewide in California twice. She's very smart. She's sharp. She's a prosecutor. She's run obviously nationally when she ran with Biden for vice president. So she knows what she's doing, and Democrats largely know her, but she doesn't have the national profile that obviously President Trump or President Biden does.
Harris vowed to do everything in her power to unite the Democratic Party and the nation to defeat Trump in November. She attracted scores of endorsements from fellow Democrats, including several who could challenge her nomination at next month's convention in Chicago. But Gary Schmidt says the outcome is not a foregone conclusion.
I mean, perhaps you don't want a convention that's completely wide open, because then it tears the party apart as opposed to rallying around one particular candidate. On the other hand, there's probably a lot of Democratic pollsters who are wondering whether Kamala Harris really is the best choice.
Richard Green, VOA News.